Hi, welcome to Yoga with Liza, day 79. This is Tuesday, June the 2nd in southeastern Pennsylvania. This is a primary election day, and just a shout out to everybody who's been coming out. I want to say thank you to all of the poll workers who are out today and wearing face masks and hand sanitizers. There's a new way of voting in Pennsylvania. You fill out a piece of paper and it goes into a machine. And there's no identifying marks on this piece of paper. And the kid at the poll says to me, well, all the pieces of paper go into the back. So if the machine is wrong, we can count the pieces of paper. And so I'm slowly processing this. How do we know that piece of paper is one that was put there by a voter, or if it's a random piece of paper that's been added to the machine or the mail-in votes? So I'm still trying to figure out this new voting process that all of a sudden has been put in place here in Pennsylvania. Um, they took away the machines. They said that the counters were not accurate. That doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, random thoughts. So I posted Rose and Cedar, and I'm going to turn my back just for a minute. Okay, that's taken care of. So Rose raises the vibration, and definitely we need to raise the vibration. And Cedar is also an essence that's used in raising the vibration and spiritual clearing. I'm going to light the candle here, and so with I'm going to read Valerie Ann's input on Cedar, and then we're going to roll into kids and have some fun. I am going to thank all of you for coming out and sharing and helping me keep this time a time of love and positive input. So Cedarwood by Valerie Ann Warwood. Steadiness is the message of the spirit of cedarwood. It is the spirit of integrity, of stability, of solidarity of all things. It has qualities that are often needed when the spirit is weakened by living too much, loving too hard, and being unable to forgive. It encourages the strength we need to continue on our pathway and urges us to hold fast to our dreams, helping bring our hopes to reality. It can bring understanding from a non emotional standpoint while allowing compassion to be ever present. Its spirit has the energy to allow us to continue with a job or task that may seem distasteful to us, and it gives us the strength not to feel revengeful. Cedar wood is the spirit of the ancients, the vigor and might of the universe, its elders holding fast the earth while living through the many incarnations of human souls. It allows us to look into our past while looking forward to the future in strength of heart and wisdom and the security of love. Okay, so I need to pour cedar wood over the earth. So many key points in there. And in quoting Mother Teresa, and I've posted her quote on our page, you don't have time to love somebody if you're busy judging them. So pausing and giving a shout out: Henry, Wyatt, Ricky, Angelo, Harper, Braylon, Jace, Cora, Ava, Maya, Anna, Olivia, Scarlett, L'Oreal, Jason, James, Jensen, Emrys, Manny, Zenaida, Kyra, Weston, Carson, Owen, Skylar, KK, Dylan, Nina, Lucas, Ricky, Tommy, Michael, Gage, Casey, Beth, Peter, Jude. And I'm encompassing some of the people I'm calling out are adults. And you know, they're the next generation after me and then the generation after them. And you know, soon that next generation is going to be stepping in there. And what we teach them of how to treat each other now with respect and dignity, and that no matter what somebody else's opinion may be, they have a right to their opinion. However, there's a way to express it in a positive way, and being uplifting and loving and caring and respectful. And so we can help raise the vibration of the earth or not. And so with that, let's make some sunshine poses, because I didn't see too much sunshine out there today, and I'm definitely needing some sunshine. And so let's come up and do the sunshine and feel that great big stretch, and bring the heels in and come into our cloud, and bringing our arms out and feeling star. Okay, guys, let's do a standing X. Let's shift over and pick up a foot and hold, and then come back over the other way and hold. Now we're going to do a different eagle tonight. We're going to cross that right foot in front of the left, and the left arm comes over the right, and bring our hands palm to palm, or maybe we come this way, and we're going to bring ourselves to our eagle. Maybe you squeeze your thighs together, maybe you keep both feet on the floor, breathing into it And then we're going to open up and we're going to step wide again. And then we're going to step up and feel a standing X. And come on back down and feel a standing X. And this time, that right foot's going to go behind, and the left arm's going to come on top and gently come into the twist, coming into our standing eagle, breathing into it. And then inhale, gently step and come wide. Bring the stars in, come back to the cloud. From the cloud, bring it in, come all the way down into ladybug. And then from ladybug, bring ourselves down to the mat, bring our fingers wide. Inhale, come into cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to a neutral spine, plant the toes, push ourselves back into downward dog. Bring ourselves all the way through, coming down onto the mat. And coming into seated. So I'm sending out the I love yous. And kids, I'm pausing here as we come into the world meditation. And I'm asking you to stay and listen to this part because this is important. This is about character. And I'm feeling deeply disturbed at the moment because I had an old friend, co-worker for many years, who just said to me on Facebook, I posted a comment about Martin Luther King. He's the man I had a great respect for. He brought love into the darkness and light into the dark and love into the hate. And that took courage and principle. And he did it peacefully. And so through this time, I'm trying to bring in the light. And I had someone say to me, well, if you show him any respect, you're not of the light, referring to the President of the United States. I show every human being respect. And I want my grandsons to hear this, as well as sharing with everyone. I was an ER nurse for 20 years. I have been called every name in the book, and some that I didn't even know existed. And always did my job with integrity and showing as much love and compassion as possible. Once in 20 years of ER did I yell. And that day that I yelled, every police officer and paramedic in that place ran. And they picked up that man and they carried him out of the ER because they had never heard me yell. That was my own frustration. It wasn't about this man's behavior, because he was somebody who was there all the time and he wasn't behaving any differently than he had the 20 times before that I took care of him. But I still showed him respect. I held my boundaries. And yes, they pressed charges against him when he swung at me. That wasn't why I yelled at him, though. I ducked when he swung at me. So even somebody with a blood alcohol of 700 who's swinging at me, I can show respect to. And so to me, it takes being more of the light to send love and prayers to people who are in need and who maybe other people would show less respect to. That's even more when we need to show them respect and send them love and healing prayers. And who are we to judge them? I'm not perfect. I yelled. So as we're sending love out to the world and light, maybe we need to send that love and light to ourselves so that we can raise our own vibration. Maybe you're in a good enough place after thinking of the 3 things that we're grateful for. I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for. Let's raise our vibration. We had some fun stretching. And sending love and light and prayers. And by the way, if you haven't voted, click me off and run to the polls and vote. If you're in Pennsylvania or a state that's holding primaries today. If not, stay and help me pray and raise the vibration. And maybe your prayer is saying love, love, love. Peace, peace, peace. However you choose to raise your vibration. If you're a Reiki practitioner and you know the distance symbol and you wish to send Reiki to the world, I invite you to hold the distance symbol in your brain, in your mind, in your third eye. And I'm sending out Seiheki, heavenly energy. I like to do that, to send that out first, because that changes negative to positive in the emotional healing. And very seldom do I use a chokore and power it up, because I'm going to turn it to positive before I power anything up. I love you too. I know that's somebody who understands that. Renata, if you're there, I love you. Megan, Robin, Linda, Nina, and love and peace. Vitality, harmony, respect, caring, understanding, compassion, grace, dignity, I am grateful for, I am grateful for, and I am grateful for. Taking a moment breathing, finding our intentions, bringing ourselves into standing, and gently bring the right ear to the right shoulder, and bring the left ear back through center. And then make some gentle head circles all the way around in circles. And I'm just checking some comments here. Thank you, Cindy. I needed to see that. Carol, good to see you. Pausing in the middle, bringing our gentle head circles back around in the other direction. And then coming back to center. Hatha Suya Namaskara. Let's inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, come all the way back down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot back, low lunge. Plant the right hand, pick the left hand up. Bringing the left hand down. Come on back, high plank. Knees, chest, and chin or chaturanga. Inhale up, upward dog. Plant the toes. Come on back over. Downward dog. 5 deep breaths. Pick up that right foot. Feel the stretch. Bring it up in between the hands. Feel low lunge. Plant that left hand. Pick the right arm up. Bring the right arm down. Step forward. Halfway with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Bring the hands through heart center, Tadasana. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left foot back, low lunge. Plant the left hand, pick the right arm up. Bring the right arm down. Step back, high plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Back over the toes. Downward dog. Pick up the left foot, bring it up in between the hands, plant the right hand, pick the left hand up, bring the left hand down, step forward, flat back, exhale, fold, inhale all the way up, bring the hands through heart center, Tadasana. Forward folds are calming. So in bringing in calmness to the practice, maybe we take our blocks, maybe simply bring ourselves into a standing forward fold. Maybe bring our hands palm to elbow, and gently take our elbows, making a figure 8. And then release and re-bring the hands palm to elbow, gently. Figure 8. Straightening. Inhale all halfway with a flat back. Breath. Bend the knees, standing cow, cat. Come back to neutral, bring the arms up overhead, bring the hands to heart center, twist into our chair, gentle twist. So good news, the Indians in South Dakota won in court. The pipeline's been canceled. I posted that one too. Coming back to center. Exhale, fold. Bringing ourselves back halfway with a flat back. Bend the knees. Feel our standing cow. Come back to neutral spine. Bring the hands back overhead. Bring our hands to heart center and twist to the left. Breathing into it. Coming back to center. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Bring the arms out and about. There she is. Yes, you were out hiding. Bring the right foot forward, left foot back. Feel our warrior one. Square it off, bring the arms up overhead. Gently come cactus arms. Feeling the breath. Option here, bringing our hands to heart center and step forward. Maybe you're using a chair or the wall. If you want more intensity, bring the hands down, come on back, high plank, chaturanga, upward dog. We're all going to meet at the front of the mat. Come on back over, downward dog. From downward dog, walk your hands back to your feet. Maybe you're standing at the front of the mat as you roll up. Left foot forward, right foot back. So if you're standing at the front, step back with the right foot, left foot comes forward. Inhale up, bring that knee out. Gently breathe. Bringing our hands to heart center. Again, maybe you choose to simply step forward. Maybe you choose to bring that foot back and come through a little more intense of a workout. Inhaling up and come on back over. So I'm giving choices so you can make the yoga as intense or as gentle as you choose. And again, walking the hands back. If you're at the front of the mat, gently feel your forward fold. Inhale, bring ourselves all the way up. Hands come through heart center. So stepping wide. So whether you're at the front or the back, we're going to step wide. And bring the right foot around and let's come into triangle. Gently stretch. Feel our trikonasana, our triangle, opening the heart, gentle side. Breathing into it. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Bring the toes back around. Bring the left toes to the left. Gently reach forward and come up into our triangle. Inhale, bring it all the way up, bringing the toes square. Bring our hands back behind Yoga Mudra. Gentle back bend. Look up to the ceiling. Open, close, open, close. Exhale, come on down. Wide leg forward fold. Maybe your arms simply come to the earth. Maybe you have them up and over. Breathing into it. Calming. Exhale, release the arms, come halfway up. Bring the right arm up. And this may be right where you hold. Maybe that right arm comes over. Maybe the left arm comes over as we look up and breathe into it. Bringing our hands back to center, plant the right hand, pick the left hand up. Bring the left arm over, gently. Maybe you stretch over to that left foot, keeping the hips level as you look up, coming into that big twist. Maybe you're holding here. Bring the left hand back to the mat. Heel toe the feet in. Make the knees soft. Inhale all the way up. Bring both toes to the right. Reach back behind. Standing pyramid. Hands can come to our back. Again, maybe back behind, maybe reverse prayer. Exhale, feel our standing pyramid. Breathing into it. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Bringing the hands all the way around. Squaring off the hips. Gently look up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Standing pyramid, hands can be up and over, reverse prayer, or to either side of that left foot. Gently inhale, bring it all the way up. Now, as we come over to the right, bring that left hand in front. And this may be where you hold for reverse triangle or evolve triangle, and that's for you, Don. Exhale, come forward, breathing into it. We are evolving as we come around in a circle. The direct translation is reverse triangle. Parsvarita Trikonasana. Inhale, bring it back up. Bring the arms all the way back and around. Bringing the right hand in front. Exhale, bring it down. Bring that left arm up. Breathing into it. Bringing both hands to the mat. Step it forward to stand, downward dog or high plank. Chaturanga, upward dog, all the way back over, downward dog. So maybe we're all meeting in downward dog. Maybe you're standing at the front of the mat, bringing your arms from side to side. So I guess tonight would be what we call that old-fashioned mixed level, calming poses, breathing into it. Step, walk, jump, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Bring the hands back through heart center. Tadasana. Tree is calming. So we're going to hold our tree, gently shifting our weight to the left foot. Pick up the right. Bring the knee to the right and breathe into it. Now gently, as we bring that foot up, come over this way, wee one. Breath. Come on over this way. Yeah, you don't want to jump into the candle. She says, I'll stay up on the windowsill a little longer. It's safer up here. You're jumping all over on the mat, Mom. Thank goodness for children and pets. They remind us of the simple things in life. And yes, I'm holding tree for an extraordinarily long period of time. Maybe your branches are growing. Maybe you're holding onto the wall, a chair. Tomorrow night, I'm going to do gentle, probably with minimal chair as a prop. Thursday night, we'll do slow and strong. And Friday, meditation. And Sunday, of course, is gentle restore. I'm still waiting for concrete dates of going back to the gym. How long can we hold this tree? And just breathe into it. And maybe you've already come out of the pose and back in and out and back in, and that's okay. So this is an experiment in holding a pose and really feeling this pose, and then coming out, bringing that right foot in. So we held tree for almost a full minute. And shift the weight to the right foot and pick up the left. And again, maybe that toe was in the mat. And we're going to hold tree again for a full minute, breathing into it. And maybe we grow our branches and noticing that as long as we're breathing and our mind is in the moment and we're letting our thoughts go, that we can hold this pose. And then the minute that we think, ooh, I'm doing really good, or some other thought comes into our mind, maybe we shift and our balance changes. Remembering to look at the signs behind me, the love and the happy, they're not going to move. And their eye height, they're above, I hope, on your screen. I know some people put me up on the TV. Some people have me on their phones. And breathing into it. 2 more breaths and we have our full minute in tree. And bring that right foot down and gently twist from side to side. Gentle breaths. Coming back to center. Shift the left foot to the mat and pick up the right knee. Maybe we pick it all the way up. Maybe you keep your toe in the mat. And again, we're going to hold this for a full minute. And just a gentle, static, hatha balance pose. If you want to be fancy, maybe you have your leg out in front and you're holding with one of your feet. You're holding your feet with your hands, breathing into it. And there's our full minute. Bring that right foot down. Shift the weight to the right foot and pick up the left. And again, let's just hold this for a full minute and experience breathing into it. And maybe we have emotions that come up, so breathe through them and let them go. And just breathe. And maybe the foot comes up and down. Maybe you're holding onto a chair or a wall as we're breathing into this balance pose. Feeling the breath. Two more breaths here. Topsy-turvy, and bring that foot back down. Gently come from side to side, side to side, side to side. Now, let's come back and do some lunges, some leg stretches, and then we'll come back up and come into dancer. So, bringing the right foot back, left foot forward, stepping back into low lunge. Bringing the knee down, feeling the breath, and I'm just checking because this is somebody who's generally watching and I want to make sure she's okay. Bending that knee. I will share that, Ethel. Bringing the hand back gently. Reaching into it. And maybe a gentler stretch back in that quad stretch. Bring the same hand back, the right hand back comes to the heel and gently open as we breathe into it. So we're getting a nice quad stretch here, getting ready for our dancer pose. Gently bring the hands down, feel the hips open, and feel our gator breathing into it. Picking ourselves back up, bring that left foot back, bring the right foot forward. Pick up that back knee, feel our low lunge. So we're shifting our weight from our front foot to our back foot and balancing on this and breathing into it. Now gently bring that left knee to the mat. And the gentle version is to bring the left hand back, and maybe let's all do that first. And maybe you choose to hold here. And maybe you're standing and using a chair or a strap or hold in tabletop. And then from here, gently bring ourselves back around, up. Maybe both hands can come back for standing king pigeon. As we look up, opening the heart space, breathing into it. Releasing the foot down, bringing both hands to the inside, and let's feel that right hip open. And as we're opening that right hip, so the comment that was sent to me, as we're opening our hips and releasing, and coming into it. So all right, I'm going to need to be in a calm place to read this so that I read it fluidly. So let's bring that right foot back around. And maybe you come back into wide leg child's pose. Maybe you come high plank, chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. From downward dog, let's all meet in wide leg child's pose. 5 deep breaths. Inhaling, bringing ourselves back into downward dog. Step, walk, jump, come to the front of the mat. Flat back, hold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come through heart center, Tadasana. All right, so coming into Dancer, maybe bringing the hand down to the block or the mat, coming into Candy Cane as well. So we're going to take this in stages. Bring the left foot over, balancing on the left foot. Eyes happy, love. Eye height or above, our core is engaged. Bringing the foot up, the knee, and bringing that hand so it's on the inside, holding the foot. Now bring the left hand up, and this may be where we hold. If you have the hand on the outside, that's pencil point. And if you're bringing it straight back, maybe you're coming standing king pigeon. Dancer pose, though, bring that palm around to so the right hand palm comes out, come back for the foot. Now, as you bring the hand up and hinge forward, we're opening the hip. Okay, side body stretch here. Hip is opening in Dancer. Maybe your hand comes down to the block or the mat as you bring that foot up. That's a candy cane. It's not Christmas time, but I do have my red on. And big hip opener, balance. Maybe you're holding more upright, coming in and out of the pose. Second version, bring both hands back. Standing king pigeon, bringing that foot straight back, keeping the hips level this time, not opening the hips. And bring that right foot down, bring the feet wide, gently come from side to side. Breath, and you may be at any number of stages in that. They're all okay. Gently, I'm going to turn around so that I have my vision on the camera, and shift the weight to the right foot. And now, right hand comes up, left palm comes out as we're coming towards Dancer. Bend the left knee and bring it in. And maybe this is right where you hold. Maybe you have a strap around that right foot, and that's where you hold. As we exhale, coming forward, we're pushing our hand into our foot and our foot into our hand, and feeling our Dancer pose, our hips open. Maybe bringing the right hand to the block or the mat as we're opening into candy cane. And ideally, your gaze can come up. My gaze is not coming up because this is where I'm holding on this edge of the pose. Breathing into it. Inhale, bring it back up. And again, maybe you hold in pencil point. I brought my left hand around. I'm bringing my right hand around. Level hips. And ideally, I'm arching my spine. The crown of my head's coming into the sole of my foot. next lifetime. Breath. Big hip openers, big stretches. We're doing standing hip opening pigeon stretches tonight. Breathing into it. Gently come from side to side, side to side. And option, come through your wide leg squat and come down on the mat. Maybe you come through another Namaskar, coming through into seated. Wide leg squat and then seated. Inhale up, exhale fold. Inhale flat back. High plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Back over the toes. Downward dog. Now, maybe you're already in wide leg squat. Step, walk, jump, but bring the feet to the outside of the hands. So we're coming right into our wide leg and breathing into this. Gently bringing ourselves to the mat, bring the feet in front. And I'm taking the hair clips out, rolling straight down, coming into bridge or wheel. Inhale, bring it up. 10 breaths, your choice. You can pick up your heels, bring them back down. Maybe you pick a leg up, write your name on the ceiling. Maybe you bring the block underneath and come into restorative bridge. Push the big toes into the mat, lift up, breathing into it. Exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Bring the knees into the armpits. Gently rock from side to side. Happy infant. Straighten the legs. Make gentle circles. Cross the right leg in front of the left. Bringing the left arm in front of the right. Coming back to eagle. Knee to elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring the arms and legs back out wide. Maybe the arms out wide. Cross the left foot in front of the right arm on top of the left. Gently. Knee to elbow, head, neck, and shoulders are up off the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring the knees back to the armpits. Feel this stretch. Gently. Bringing the legs to legs up the wall. Maybe you bring them up against a physical wall, your sofa, a chair. Maybe you bring your legs up into your shoulder stand. I'm holding right here tonight. For me, this is one of the most calming poses that there is. Bringing our knees into our chest. Giving ourselves a hug. Gently stretching out on the mat. Maybe you feel a Supta Baddha Konasana and then stretch out, or stretch all the way out onto the mat. Gently. And I'm going to read the comment that was sent to me in regards. So this is coming from a Catholic perspective, and I respect that not everybody who's participating tonight is Catholic. So I will then translate it into a yogi thought process. It's the most in whom you give the light, just as in rosary prayer. We pray for Jesus to give his mercy to those in need of it, in the most need of it. Those who think blessings should only be limited to those who are perceived to be good understands not the mercy of God. So, from a yogi perspective, or a more general perspective, is the people who are in the most need are the ones who need our respect and our prayers the most, whether they're in emotional, physical, or spiritual need. And so the way to teach people to behave and heal is to lead by example. And Mama once told me, and many a time, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. That doesn't mean not to stand up for what is right, but you can do it in a polite and behaved manner. Taking a deep inhale in and an audible sigh out. Feeling a beautiful, healing white light with rose, cedar, sage, some clary sage flowing through us. Breathing in love, letting go of that which no longer serves us. I'm sending out Reiki energy. If you wish for it to pass you by, allow it to pass you by. If you wish it to come to you, it shall. Gently deepening the breath, turning our head from left to right and right to left. Stretching our arms up overhead. Bringing our knees into our chest, giving ourselves a hug. Gently rolling onto our right side. Gently pushing ourselves up one vertebrae at a time. Bringing our hands to heart center. I am grateful for all of you. Thank you for your caring tonight. I am grateful for practicing, I am grateful for. May the light within me salute the light within you. And when we are at this place, we are truly all the same. Namaste. Be happy, safe, and healthy until we meet again. I will continue to be here nightly until the gyms reopen. Once the gyms reopen, I will continue to do a weekly class on Facebook and upload it to YouTube. Carol, thank you. Tracy, good to see you. Donald, Cindy, Ethel, Laura, Nina, Carol, Slim, good to see you. Thank you, Ethel. Sander, good to see you. Jennifer, good to see you. Nanette, good to see you. Be happy, safe, and healthy until we meet again. So